Hello everyone, this is Matt from ThatMatt85, and I wanted to let you guys know before this video starts that it was a stream that I did on my live stream channel. If you haven't checked it out, it's ThatMatt85 on Twitch. And if you want to see my schedule for when I'm going to do live streams, it is up on my Twitter page, again, ThatMatt85. But because this was a stream, it was done using my webcam instead of my normal video camera, and that's why the quality is a little below what it usually is. It's at a weird angle because of where I needed to set the camera, and the resolution size isn't what it normally is, so it's not fitting the screen completely. This is all stuff that I'll be improving on, as I don't have all the nicest professional equipment. I didn't have a great lighting source, so I needed to keep the lights down to keep them from reflecting so that the screen was visible. Again, all stuff I'm going to try and fix and get better at as I'm doing this, but especially for a live stream, I couldn't see what exactly everybody else was seeing at the time. So some of my talking is also towards the audience that had been watching the live stream. I just wanted you to let you all know that thank you for watching this, and that's why things are a little lower on the quality than they usually are, but this was a fun live stream. I think you can see and understand what's going on as I narrate it, and hopefully you enjoy. Thank you again. This is going to be kind of a weird stream. Normally we're using my new computer, but in this case I'm using a DOS computer because what we're going to be doing is checking out Windows 95 demo disk. So the story behind this is that I went to pick up a bunch of floppy disks, not as easy to find nowadays, and this is what I got. Let's move the camera a little bit. Okay, so as you can see, a 24 pack of disks, 4 free disks inside, and then I noticed, boom, right here. Let's go like this. Free preview, new Microsoft Windows 95 interactive demo on the 4th free disk inside. So yeah, I definitely wanted to check out what the heck this demo is. Let's start, I guess, with the unboxing here of my disks, as this is still sealed. Nothing too fancy, just using my nails here. Ow. Oh, okay, so they're 2 smaller packs. And it looks like Windows is going to be on this one. 12 pack. Wait a second. So I'm already noticing something here. We're advertising, you can't see it, $3 cash rebate. Also says that it expires December 31st, 1996, so we can't get that anymore. But if you look at this pack right here, it says $2 cash rebate. There's something wrong here. Thankfully we don't have to really worry about that anymore. So let's see if I can find out which disk has Windows on it. I'm guessing it's this one right here. I was hoping it's labeled, and it looks like it is. Even has some instructions printed on it. Let's put these back. Now normally I wouldn't really care. I might as well point this out since we have it out here. It says formatted disks. Now formatted for IBM because Apple also used floppy disks, but they used a different file system, so they would not be compatible. I have some unformatted disks, and Windows can format them, but it takes a bit of time, and that's kind of annoying. So let's move the camera back up here so you can see the screen. My DOS prompt. So we're going to insert the CD. Click on from File, click on Run. Oh, I guess this is assuming you're using Windows 3.1. So we don't really need to do that, but it says type A setup. Click on OK, proceed as directed. Nothing too strange in the instructions there. Let's go ahead and slide it in my floppy drive. And that's the A drive, so we're going to take a look at the A drive. I have the window blown up here, or the camera blown up here, so that you can hopefully see a little bit of what's going on screen there. Not that it's too important what exact commands I'm giving DOS, because hopefully this is an interactive preview. It should give us a nice big screen full of Windows 95. So let's see what's on here. Setup, install, extract, setup, extract. We're gonna go with setup, I guess, because setup and extract are the only executable files. Please run the installer under Windows 3.1 or higher. It wants us to have Windows 3.1 or higher. Well, what I can do is bring out my Windows 98 machine, and we can use that. So, hate to do this in the middle of a live stream, but I'm going to say be right back, and we're going to bring out my Windows 98 machine here. Okay, sorry about that delay. We are booting up Windows 98 now, and we're going to pray that this demo will work on Windows 98. As funny as it would be to have Windows 95 demo running on Windows 98. Hello there, Frog Tape, aka, well, we're not going to use your real name on air, so hello, Frog Tape. If you missed it, my DOS machine doesn't want to use our Windows 95 demo because it wants to be run on Windows 3.1 or higher. Windows 98 is higher than Windows 3.1, so hopefully it should work. This is an awkward way to do the camera, so hopefully you guys can kind of see what's going on. Right now it's not too important since it's just booting up though. I already set up this driver. Cancel that for now. Let's see if it will let us run it this time. Okay, looking good. Looking good. Windows 95 demo. This program will install the Windows 95 demo onto your computer. Press the OK button. To start the installation, you can press the cancel button if you do not wish to install the software. Notice interactive demo. The quote-unquote software is provided for demonstration purposes only. You may make and use copies of the software provided that 1. The software is not distributed for commercial purposes or for profit. You know, I was considering selling Windows 95 demos to you guys, but now I know I can't. Without the written permission of Microsoft. So maybe I can ask Bill Gates if he'll allow me to sell some copies of the Windows 95 demos. 2. The software may not be modified. 3. All copyright notices are maintained on the software, including this notice. Microsoft retains all titles to this software. Yeah, that's funny that they put it up there. Demo, software provided, blah 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 blah, I really don't care. C/Win95 demo. Looks good to me. Group name, I really don't care. About to extract files. This process can take several minutes, so please be patient. But if you don't hit OK, it's not going to start. You're going to have to wait even longer. So yes, it does look like it's going to let us do the Windows 95 demo on Windows 98. Not ecstatic, but this should be pretty fun. Yeah, imagine imagine an operating system fitting on 1.25 megabytes. It's kind of funny how small, how little room these old operating systems used to take up. Granted, this is just a demo though, but Windows 95 was pretty darn small. So here we go. We have the demo, and I can uninstall it later because my 20 gigs of this hard drive needs to be used for games only, not for Windows 95 demo. I might leave it up here for a while just because I'm lazy. I don't think I'll ever come back here, but here we go. Boom. Microsoft proudly presents this preview of Windows 98. Would I like to try it myself or have the computer show me? Well, gee, I'm not that good with computers, but I'll try it myself. Welcome to the world of Windows. It's really not a world, whatever. Welcome to the world of Microsoft Windows 95. With Windows 95, you'll unlock the potential of personal computing, so you can work easier and faster. You'll explore exciting new possibilities and even have fun doing it. I guess up to this point, computing wasn't really fun. Next. Windows 95 is designed to make using your computer easier whether you're at work, at home, or on the road. It has a rich set of features giving you multiple ways to do the same task to accommodate any level of expertise. And yes, that is kind of the point of these, I guess Windows in general was some people couldn't use DOS. You kind of had to be able to figure out programming and then command line language and memorize all that to be able to use it. But the thing that confuses me is that this needs to be installed on Windows 3.1 or above, so it's not like somebody is using DOS and is like, oh man, I wish something was better, let's try this out. They already have Windows 3.1, which is generally the same thing, this just has more features. In this demonstration, some of the basic features of Windows 95 are demonstrated automatically, and others you can try for yourself. Just follow the pointers when they appear, and proceed as directed in the text. To advance the demo, click the next button when it flashes. We recommend that you choose Quick Tour first. It takes about 8 minutes. New possibilities. Was that toilet paper? Easier, faster. There's a globe. You know, none of this is an actual Windows 95. It's a start button. I wonder if Windows 3.1 had a start button. I bet it didn't. Yeah, with all this stuff, we're going to start with a quick tour and work our way down. Getting started. Windows 98.5 does not do all this for you. Windows 95 makes working with your computer easier. For example, let's see how much easier and faster it is to open or find programs and documents. Next, we'll begin at the Start button. It's at the lower left corner of the screen. It's always available so that you can see it anytime. You know what's kind of funny is that it's teaching me like I don't know what the Start button is. But even in the newer versions of Windows, the Start button is kind of disappeared. So I think Windows 7 is the last one to really have a Start button. Start. Oh, I can't. I have to press Next. To open a program, click the Start button, move the mouse to the programs, then over and down to Microsoft Word, and click again. So click here. program. Microsoft Word. Ta-da! That's all it takes to open a program. Windows 3.1 Program Manager is gone, but all your program groups are still there. They're easier to reach. Yeah, so I guess this keeps you from having to open up File Explorer and then going between your folders to find the program. This kind of honestly is a nicer way to do things. I mean, nowadays you just click on the button, type in whatever you're looking for, and your computer finds it. But at the time, you used to just have to go through File Explorer for everything. This made it so that you can have a little link that was all sorted in the Start menu into groups that you picked. You can still use File Explorer. In fact, you can still use File Explorer today, but this was definitely a step up, especially because I'm finding out when I'm using DOS here, a lot of times with DOS, you load a program or a game, it just wants to put itself on the C drive. So you go into your C drive and you have a folder for each individual game. So starting here and up, a lot of times the programs will go into a program folder, and a lot of important I guess files and stuff would go into other so I just found sorry. So yeah, other important files and folders would be in their own folders on the C drive. Different places you don't want to go to. A lot of times you just want to go into the C programs, and then you can find all the stuff you've installed there if you really want to go that route. A lot of times there's desktop shortcuts and all that stuff, so you don't have to worry about it. Anyways, I was looking in the box here, and I'll show you guys. I found these kind of instructions for using this demo. Let's see. I'm seeing if there's anything interesting on here. System requirements for the demo: MS-DOS version 3.3 or later. It's not true though. I was in DOS 6.3, 6.2, 6.22, and it was telling me that it needed to be I guess you also have to have Windows, so you have to have DOS and Windows. I don't know how you'd have a lower version of DOS and still be on Windows. PC at least 386 DX processor. I had a 486, 4 megabytes of RAM. I had 16 megabytes. Whatever. My advertisement for Windows up here. That's kind of what we're going through right now. And then here's the mail-in rebate if I want my either $3 or $2. I'm not sure which it was actually supposed to be. So where are we? Here you see the new version of Microsoft Word for Windows 95. You'll also find that Windows 95 does a great job supporting your existing Windows and MS-DOS programs. Closing a program is simple. Just click the X in the corner. I wonder if that was not on Windows 3.1. Windows 95 reduces the number of steps to get things done, so you get all of your work done faster. Suppose you were working on a graphic, but can't remember where you saved it on your hard drive. Let's see how easy it is to locate and open it. Nowadays, you would just click the button, type in the name, and it'd find it for you. First, click on the Start button, then choose Documents, see list of documents. Move the mouse over, down, select Cup. So this doesn't work as well in practice, especially if you're using a lot of different documents. They're going to be gone pretty fast. But it looks like Windows used to, whenever you'd open up a document of some sort, it'll just quick link to the last several documents that you've used. I love those Windows 95 graphics. You don't need to search through Program Manager or File Manager anymore. With Windows 95, you can just locate and open a document with only 2 mouse clicks. It's not, again, it's a little misleading. Whenever you open a program, document, or window, a button representing it appears on the taskbar, the gray bar at the bottom of the screen. Yes, this is a taskbar, and I do know that was new for Windows 95. Now let's minimize the document so it can run more than one program at once. I know DOS, some exceptions, but normally in DOS you can only run one program at once. So we're going to minimize. Where did it go? Suppose you wanted to find a document, but you can't recall its name or which folder it's in. All you remember is that the word coffee appears in it somewhere. Here's an easy way to find it. Click on the start, move mouse up to find, and over to find files and folder. Yeah, see, and then you type in coffee. Thanks for typing that for me. Yes, so I mean, yeah, technically you can do this in Windows 95. It's not very efficient whatsoever though. I know I've done this several times, even up to like Windows Vista, and it just doesn't find stuff that's obviously there. Find now. Oh, wouldn't you know, it finds it right away here. To open it, just click on Open House Flyer. Now let's minimize it so we can access it later from the taskbar. Minimize. No matter where you store your files or programs, with Windows 95, it's easy to access them quickly. Working with multiple programs. It's like an old slideshow that I would have made in middle school. You'll find switching between programs is easier than ever. Taskbar never leaves the screen. Let's see how switching works. Now I got Windows. Alright, this is Word. Now I got Paint. So it's easier to switch between programs. Working with multiple programs. Multitasking, if you've never heard that term. One of the biggest changes in Windows 95 is that now your Windows PC... Wait, I never closed those programs and they went away. That's not how this works. Your PC can handle multitasking even better. That means you can have multiple programs running simultaneously. Yes, I know. For example, you can print one document while you copy another. You don't have to wait for one operation to finish before you start something else. I guess that was a big deal. If you print something, your computer's busy printing it, so you can't ready the next thing to print. Here a document is being copied from one folder to another. Click next to see the multitasking action. Yes, I'm printing at the same time that I'm copying. How useful. With multitasking, you get more things done once. It's a miracle. It's a miracle. Windows. Windows 95 makes organizing your computer remarkably easy. Nobody really has an organized computer. In fact, the fact that they added a desktop, I know so many people that just leave things all over the desktop. It's made it more cluttered than if they didn't have a desktop. Just an aside though. Let's take a look. Double click on My Computer. They've also gotten rid of My Computer. The My Computer window contains all of the drives in your computer and printers folders. Double click on Robert's drive. All of the drive files, folders, and programs appear in the window. Here you see another way Windows 95 improves your computing. Your file and folder names can be up to 250 characters long. So many characters. Let's change an old DOS, and this is where people started naming everything blank. Oh, okay, they're actually putting spaces in there. Change an old DOS style name to a new, more descriptive one. You may never again have to open a file just to see what's in it. It's funny, but it's true. Using the right mouse button is another way to find out more about an object. Right click. Does it want to go properties? You can use right click to giving you a quick. Okay, so it wants me to click next. Windows 95 gives. I'm playing this like it's a video game. I'm just trying to get to the ending credits. Windows 95 gives you another way to view and work with your files. Called the Windows Explorer, it's like Windows 3.1 File Manager, but better. From what I know, it's about the same. In the Explorer, everything you work with on your computer, including floppy drives, hard drives, and network drives, appear in a single window. Here's how to reach it. Start, Programs, Windows Explorer. Windows key plus E is also another way to bring up that Explorer as a shortcut. Explorer makes it easier to reach virtually anything in your computer environment. Try clicking the plus. It expanded. The contents are now shown. Now it's much easier to copy files from one file to another, multiple windows. This would seem more efficient if the screen resolution wasn't so tiny. Customizing your system. Change the background. It's easy to customize your screen's background. Let's do it now. Click Start. Settings. This is the worst way to change your background. Display. You just right click. Go to Property. I'm going to Gold Weave. Oh, so pretty. Looks like one of those 3D things. Cross your eyes and see a 3D picture. Hey, it changed it back. Where'd it go? When you're not sure how to perform a task, or you want to try some new things, but don't know how, the Help feature in Windows 95 will show you the way. Go ahead, start Help. I've never done Help because it's not useful. For instance, to get help changing the date on your computer, enter the word date. Changing your computer's date. Display. I mean, don't get me wrong, having a knowledge base is nice, but my point being that the stuff in the knowledge base is so limited that it's only stuff that I already know how to do. Anytime I would want to search it for something I don't know how to do, they don't tell you because it's too advanced. To change your computer's date, click here. What a nice handy little link. Now completed the guided portion. Next, go to menu, click on a topic to find out more. We'll check a little bit more. Dial-up networking, plug and play, Microsoft Plus, Office, Network, Exchange. I'm interested in dial-up networking. Maybe I don't really care about their email. Don't care about the network. Plug and play is very important. Even today, it's been expanded and works very well, but I don't really care. Hardware and software compatibility. Don't really care. We're gonna look at Microsoft Plus. Take full advantage of your 486 Pentium or Pentium PC. Microsoft Plus. Perfect companion to Windows 95 that can make yours the best looking, best performing Windows possible. What does it do? Plus gives you an intelligent system agent that performs common tasks such as disk optimization and data compression automatically. Oh, so you can schedule defragment and stuff. Not that you'd do that nowadays, but nice to have at the time. Microsoft Plus includes 11 themes to make your system look great. Each one combines fonts, icons, backgrounds, not anything I really cared about. Here you see some of the icons, just a taste of what themes gives you. Now click on Internet Explorer. That's Internet Explorer? That is not what their icon looks like nowadays. You also get the Internet Explorer, a sophisticated World Wide Web. Okay, so you don't even have Internet Explorer unless you have the Plus on Windows 95. Interesting. Guess I'd have to use AOL. Remember when you get Windows 95 for your 486 or Pentium, energizes full power. Plus, yeah, we don't really need the tagline. Dial-up network is so antiquated, it really doesn't matter anymore. I've done it enough. Let's do it. Let's do it. I talked myself into it. Dial-up networking. Whether you're on the road with your laptop or at your home PC, Windows 95 makes it easier to connect. First time you need to create a new connection is a setup wizard. Setting up connections weren't easy when I was a kid, but I got it done somehow. Double click. Dial up networking. Again, this is probably the hardest way to do this. Select a modem, so you'd already have to have it loaded. You can name it. Now you can easily access yes. Okay, so it didn't really go over what you really actually need to do. Whatever. Return to main menu. Additional features, yes. Oh, that's what I already did. Oh geez. I'm just curious. Look at the compatibility. Your computer makes the compatibility. Well, obviously I'm running Windows 98. Yeah, it's not a whole lot more I want to see on here, to be honest. It'd just be a bit boring, so we'll get out of here. I'd like to see your computers could install Windows 95. I already did that. Well, it was a little less exciting than I thought it'd be, but it's still kind of funny and fun to look at how antiquated it is. Quit and delete the files. Yes, please. Gosh, dang. Continue. Oh, it just told me to run the uninstall if I want to delete it. Whatever. Sure. Uninstall. Automatic. Yeah, anyways, it's fun, interesting to look at how antiquated Windows 95 kind of is now. That's the way things used to be, and to be honest, I have fun with older operating systems like that. As you can see, I'm running Windows 98 here. I got some You Don't Know Jack, some Pinball. But that's going to be it for today. For all of you that came out and watched even a little bit, thank you very much. I hope this was a little entertaining. If you missed part of this, I'm going to be putting it up on my YouTube channel. Please check out my Twitter account for links for upcoming, I guess, streamcasts for, you know what, I'm going to be tomorrow or later today recording a movie podcast with my friend. We've been doing this for about like 15 years, but this is the first time we're making it a podcast instead of just online reviews and stuff. So if you're into that, feel free to check that out. Again, up on my Twitter account, we'll have it all up there. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, please give me a follow, and see you next time.